Hello Legacy Sabers, Marsh here. So today we're going to look at multiplying special cases with polynomial functions. What you're going to want to have on you today, your notes, a pen or a pencil, and then you may need a calculator to do some quick computations today. So guys, today what we're going to look at is multiplying polynomials. But now these are a special case of polynomials. These come up forever now in your math career. So what we want to make sure, I want to make sure you know how to multiply these correctly. So when you get to Algebra 2, you know how to do this and you are going to be smiling at the kids who don't. So very first thing we got here is x plus 7 squared. Now remember guys, when we had polynomials and we were doing exponents, that squared means to write it twice. So what I'm actually going to do, instead of this little 2, I'm going to kind of scratch it off and I'm going to write x plus 7 again. So I'm going to actually write it twice. Then it becomes multiplying just like you guys have been doing. So I'm going to multiply with the box on this one here, because it seemed a lot of you liked the box while we were working on multiplication. So I got x times x, that's going to give me my x squared. X times 7, that's going to give me 7x. And then 7 times x is 7x. Notice guys, this is the same. And then 7 times 7, we got 49. So let's combine here. So I got x squared plus 14x plus 49. Notice guys that that is going to always happen on these particular polynomials because we are multiplying the same thing. Let's go ahead and do the same thing. So this says squared. So let's scratch out the 2, and instead of that we're going to write 3s plus 1, so we're going to write it twice. Now this time I'm going to actually use FOIL for those of you that liked FOIL. If you like the box, you can definitely do the box instead and then see if you get the same answer. So I got 3s times 3s, that's going to give me 9s squared. Then we'll do 3s times 1, which will be 3s. 1 times 3s, that's going to give us another 3s. And then 1 times 1, I'll get a 1. So let's combine our s's together. So it looks like I got 9s squared plus 6s plus 1 for a final answer. If you got the box, you should have gotten the same problem as, or same answer as me. So double check, make sure your box isn't messed up if you didn't get it the same answer, okay? Then I got 2n plus 3 squared. So now squared, guys, that means write it twice. I cannot satisfy that enough, okay? Because I'll see a lot of kids write it like this for the final answer. That is not right, okay? Do not be that student. Be awesome. Don't mess up. So I got 2n times 2n, that is 4n squared. 2n times 3, that is 6n. 3 times 2n, that's another 6n, and then 3 times 3 is 9. So my final answer for this guy will be 4n squared plus 12n plus 9. Notice guys, when I just distributed that 2, or fake distributed it, I didn't get this 12n, that middle term. That's what kids usually forget about when they have that squared term there. Now, let's look at also the other special case we got to look at today. This one, a lot of students do very well on, but they get a little screwed up when they do their simplification, okay? So on this one, let's go ahead and use the box. So I got x plus 7 and x minus 7. So we got x and then a plus 7, and then we have an x and a minus 7. Let's multiply x times x. We're going to get x squared. 7 times x, 7x. Negative 7x and negative 49 it looks like. So notice guys, I have 7x and I'm going to take away 7x. If I have 7x's and I take away 7x's, I have no x's left, right? So my final answer actually is going to be x squared minus 49, because these two are going to cancel each other out. Notice guys, there's a plus and a minus. That is always going to happen when it's the same number. And 7 squared is 49. It's actually kind of neat. These are with squares and with finding the ability for multiplying x times x and 7 times 7. Ultimately, you'll get the right answer when you do it that way. Let's try with the box again. Make sure our theory is correct. So we got s and negative 15 and s and 15. So I got s times s, and I got an s squared. S times negative 15, that's a negative 15s. S times 15, 15s, and 15 times 15 is negative 225. Alright, notice guys, again, I'm going to take these apart. These are going to disappear because 15s minus 15s, it's gone. No more s's left. So my final answer will be s squared minus 225 for my final answer. Let's try this one. I'm going to use FOIL this time. So a times a, I got a squared. A times negative 4 is negative 4a. 4 times a is positive 4a. And then 4 times negative 4 is negative 16. Again, negative 4a plus 4a, gone. So I got a squared minus 16 left behind. And that's the end of this video. See you later, Sabers.